Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today you find me doing a product review on Redex fuel system cleaner. I'm going to run this through the tank. The process is that you add half of the bottle into your fuel and it is a cleaner, so it basically will lower your emissions, improve your fuel economy, clean the inside of the engine and lengthen the life of the engine. This car is a diesel and I've reset the fuel indicator. You're not going to see that because it's spinning, but it's basically saying 11 litres per kilometre, and I've just filled it completely to the top. So I'm going to run this through the tank and see if we get better than 11 kilometres per 100 kilometres. Thanks. So to put the additive in, just need to pour down to this fill mark into the tank after you have done a complete fill of fuel, which I just have done. And simply pour in, check the level, keep doing it until it gets down to the half mark. A bit more. Almost there. There we go. There's no point in putting too much of the additive in because it's not the concentration of the fluid that is the key to cleaning the engine, it's the quantity of it flowing past the injector. So making it stronger is probably not going to make any benefit to cleaning the fuel system. It's the throughput of fuel through the injectors, so a full tank is very necessary to get the most out of the fluid. So I've been testing this Redex diesel fuel treatment, and I've actually gone through 3 bottles of it over the space of 5 months, 6 months, so I don't do a huge amount of miles, but as you can see from the price of fuel, since I started doing this review, the price of fuel has rocketed up. And to do a summary of what I think of this product is, it doesn't actually save you any money in using fuel. So if you put this into the tank of your car, you're not suddenly going to start saving a huge amount of money, but it does increase your potential to be able to save money. So I'm using litres per 100 kilometres because that's what's the car's on there, but I'll convert this to miles per gallon. But generally speaking, this car is around about the sort of 10.5, 11 litres per 100 kilometre. But on a particular run, I did manage to achieve a remarkable 8.7, which is extremely low for this engine design. But on the flip side of it, the last month, over the entire month, it only achieved 12.3. So the potential is there to be able to save fuel. And on the flip side of it as well, is actually, I feel there is a benefit using it. I have felt a better drivability of the engine, better performance, and it can't do any harm. Considering this vehicle has a large tank, so it costs, last fuel up was £75 worth of fuel. To put an extra couple of quid onto 2 tanks worth of fuel, so £1 on a tank of fuel, it's definitely worthwhile me putting that into it. And that's my review of the product. If you want to, I will go into in depth how the fuel cleaner works and how you can get a benefit from it and why it works. but if you just wanted to see whether it works, that's it. So I've got a substantial amount of experience with car motoring and the car industry, and I've worked with lots of manufacturers and with fuel system cleaners as well. So to give you a background, all fuel comes from the same place. It gets pulled out of the ground, put onto a ship. The ship then takes it to a refinery, and the refinery then refines the fuel to be used. It then gets added into the tankers and supplied to the particular suppliers, and it's at that point that the additive gets added to the fuel. So Tesco's and Esso and BP will all go to the same refinery for their fuel, but they'll put the additive for their particular fuel into the tanker that they go to. So there is a myth that some fuels are better than others. The fuel is exactly the same. The additive they put into it is what's different. And what can happen with your car is that over a period of time, if you use the same fuel all the time, you're going to get a build-up of that additive. And you may have noticed when you change fuel to a different one, you'll get either increased performance or increase in fuel economy in changing through to that particular provider. And that's because the fuel cleaner that that fuel that you're using is cleaning out. Say for example, if you put in Tesco's fuel in, feels better than Esso, it's because it's cleaning the additive out that Esso use. And when you switch back to Esso after using Tesco's, it will clean that additive out. So and additives work best in small amounts being used over long periods of time. So putting a really intense additive in is not going to have a massive benefit from it. It may do a thorough clean, but it needs to be continued use of a additive that you're going to see the benefit from. Hope this video has been useful. If you would like to me to make more videos like this, if you could like and subscribe, it will help me to make more content. Thank you. Bye bye.